Salud mi gente, you boys coming through once again. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. For those who've been showing love and support, I do highly appreciate it. And by the way, salute to that. On today's video, we're going to talk about another incident in CDCR, man. That thing never fails. This time it happened in Salinas Valley State Prison, and where an inmate became unalive. But not only that, on today's video, on today's story, there's a big twist into it in where CDCR is going to get in big trouble, man. Here comes the lawsuit. And for you viewers that never been in prison, you're going to be, oh my God, why is that? Well, guess what? I have seen a similar situation like that happening in Tehachapi. I'm going to explain to you guys why it happens. But I always tell you these stories. I see it on the internet, and I give you my own perspective based on what I have lived in the 15 years that I spent in prison, right? This occasion, I went over there. I seen Hector Bravo drop a video. You know, I was eating breakfast. I was like, let me see what Hector Bravo was talking about. And then, boom, he dropped a story. And I'm going to tell you guys that story. And I'm going to tell you an incident that I knew about that happened at Tehachapi. Of course, there was not a second hit on that. But according to the report, on October 14, around 5:15 p.m., right? Officers saw inmate Mendoza, 40 at the time, being victimized by inmate Ochoa, who was 40 as well, right? As soon as the CO saw this, they were quick to react, you know, get down, spray them and stuff like that. You know, it takes a minute, man. Come on. Those who know, you know, it takes a minute. 5:15 usually what? Count time? I don't know, man. I don't even know how that works anymore, man. But I don't know if it's supposed to be movement, if it happened in the cell. They didn't describe where it happened or nothing like that. You know, it was just briefly. So they stopped that. They cuff up the victimizer, send it to ASEC, that's Ochoa. And as for Mendoza, they put him on one of those stretchers, whatever that thing is called, send him to an outside hospital, hopefully to save his life, right? After 40 minutes, he was pronounced unalive, sadly, for the family, man. We don't know what they're going through, but we got a sense of it, right? When incidents like this happen in CDCR, as an inmate, you don't think about nobody outside of your environment, right? But guess what? Your family outside are going through it. Those are the ones who are going to see you in a coffin, man. Trust me, they're going through it. In this incident, it was actually two families being affected. One would never see their son. The other one will always see their son behind those walls. Because as a matter of fact, the victimizer, he was doing like, I believe one case with 5 years and the other one had like 33 years. Plus now he's going to do life. He's not getting out at all. As for the victim, right, inmate Mendoza, he came into the system in 2015. He got sentenced to 15 years. We are in 2025. That's 10 years already. And you were to ask me 66% of that. That will be 12 years. Let's say he did a year of milestones, or a little bit more. He had like 1 year, at least, max 1 year to do in the system. 1 year. After doing 10 years, imagine having 1 year or less to the house. And then this happens. That sucks, man. That sucks for him. That sucks for his loved ones, man. That sucks, man. So trust me, they're going through it. By now, they're probably thinking, man, just 1 year, man. Why? Just 1 year, man. Why he couldn't make it 1 year? Why? Because of CDCR, man. The shenanigans, and people need to get lawyered up and start suing CDCR straight up, man. Everybody, you know. So here comes the twist, man. This is provided by Hector Bravo from that prison guard. And then I'm gonna tell you my twist into this. So it seems like around 12 midday, right? 5 hours before, inmate Mendoza was also involved in an incident in where he became a victim. Apparently, inmate Edmonds assaulted him, battered him with a deadly weapon. So what can that be considered? Maybe a boot, maybe a sock with batteries, maybe a fierro, or a little slice, you know what I mean? Blade. But after being a victim right there, he got sent back to his cell. Like nothing happened. Like what? Didn't he supposed to go to ADSEC? Yes, he's supposed to go to ADSEC. He just became a victim of a deadly weapon. Supposed to be a victim, man. Go to ADSEC because they don't know what's gonna happen, man. Safety concerns. But no, he got sent back to his cell in where I don't know why Emir Ochoa was in his building, because Emir Ochoa is housed in a different building. So we don't know what's going on. Maybe he was a Mac rep that he can go to different buildings, and he was like, hey man, you know what, I'm gonna get this guy right here. I don't care. I don't know. Who knows? They're not giving you that much information. I didn't get that much information, but that's what happened, right? After being victimized for the first time at 12, he got sent back to his cell, back to his building, and this happened again. They could have prevented that from the beginning, but they didn't do that. Now, here comes my story. I seen this happen at Tehachapi, California. It had to happen like around 2018, 2017. And what happened, two guys got off on one person, right? Jump him. Boom, 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 boom. This one person had a razor blade with him. So he got somebody, slice him. I think I sliced him on the neck, on the arm. That's it. Well, instead of this guy going to the hole, because, I mean, they're trying to make an inmate a victim, and this inmate turned around and was like el zorro, right? Straight slice him. They give this inmate, the one who got sliced, the option. They basically told her like this, man. Look, and I know this for a fact. This is the question, or not. This is what the cop said. Look, man, do you want to go to ADSEC or you want to stay right here? I want to stay right here. Why would I want to go to ADSEC? You know, why to be a victim? No. Okay. If you refuse medical attention, you get to stay in your building. So guess what the inmate is gonna say? I'm gonna stay right here, man. I will refuse medical attention. And guess what? They don't write nothing on the report, and that inmate actually stayed in his cell. Later on, man, those slices that look just normal, you know, they didn't heal right. So now he was walking with a big bump, like scar bump, you know, because he didn't get medical attention. And where they want to seal it, or they were gonna, I don't know, glue it or whatever they're gonna do, right? Just because of that, he was walking with a big old bump, you know what I mean, of scar tissue. And that's because they gave him the option of actually staying back in the yard and not reporting nothing on the 115. That is crazy. And that's what I believe it happened in this situation. And where Mendoza got into it with inmates, they give him the option, hey man, you just got a slice, maybe in your arm, whatever. Do you want to go to the hole? You want to go back to your cell? Like, look, man, I refuse any medical. I'm good. It is what it is. It was an issue between me and him. We solved the issue. It's a dead issue. We're good. Send me back. I refuse any medical attention. That is exactly what happened. And because he believed, Amy Mendoza believed that he was good in that yard, he went back, but he was no good, man. Somebody wanted to get him, and guess what? They got him. They got him within the same day. And now, because some sergeants, lieutenants, whoever the case might be, now we don't have this inmate right here. And I'm telling you, that's what happens. I'm pretty sure it happens more than what I'm telling you. This is the only occasion that I knew about this incident. And the reason that I know about this, it was because it was my Sally's homeboy, the one who got into that stuff, you know? And he's the one who said, oh no, he's back. He just refused medical. I was like, what? So you mean that he got sliced and he didn't go to ADSEC? I said, nope. He just refused medical. So I'm telling you, That's exactly what happened in CDCR. So for those of you guys who don't know CDCR, man, so CDCR is grimy, but in a way, in an inmate mentality, it's like, oh, that's right, man, you hooking me up. I'm not trying to go in there, pack up my property. I'm not trying to go through all that stuff. It is what it is. I made it. It's all right. So as an inmate, you normalize that. But as a person from the outside, you're like, hold on, what do you mean that after he got victimized, you send him back to his unit? Does not make sense. I thought people wanted him, and sometimes, it's maybe isolated incidents and that's it. But on this occasion, it seemed like it was something bigger than that. I don't know what he did. I don't care what he did. But what matters is that he's no longer with us, and somebody is going through it, and that's his family. And of course, they're gonna blame CDCR because they did something against protocol. They shouldn't have done that. I don't know if that came from upstairs, but what I can tell you is that when it comes to the yards, those lieutenants, that captain gives you that option. In certain spots, not every prison or every yard does this. It depends what kind of captain you have. It depends what kind of lieutenant you got. He's going to give you the option, man, depending on what the situation might be, So hopefully you like the story. With this being it, we are out. And just be mindful of this, man. Prison is not a place to be at. It's not a place to brag about. It is a spot in where a lot of these things happen. And at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, as an inmate, the only person or the only people that get affected because of that, if you don't mind, is going to be your family. Straight up, man. And we are going to see it on this incident in where inmates become alive left and right. So that is CDCR to you guys. It's corrupt. Yes, sir. That's why I've been telling you stories about different incidents with SEALs and stuff like that. Whoever was in charge at the end of the day, whether it was administration, the captain, the lieutenant, the sergeant, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it's CDCR. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Saludos a todos. Al ratos.